After bringing his economic message to Northeast Ohio. As you know, Ohio is a politically crucial state, and the White House wants to keep Mr. Obama in the public eye as the Republican campaign for president heats up. It is especially important after Mitt Romney won Iowa's Republican presidential caucuses by just 8 votes. News Channel 5's John Kozik joins us, and John, the race is on.
Yes, Lee, the president kicking off in earnest the 2012 race for the White House with a stop in the state that made this first term possible, and the county that provided that margin of victory. The president stopping for the second time at Shaker Heights High School, the same spot where he came to in July of 2009 to turn the pressure up on Congress to pass his health care reform package. This time he came to send a message to the people of this community and middle America that the economy is his focus and we can't wait is his motto. One thing he says Congress can't wait on is extending the middle-class tax cuts that were extended in December, but for only 2 months.
In the end, we got members of both parties to come together and make sure that you could keep more money in your paychecks each month. And you're keeping that extra $40 in every paycheck because we made sure that we didn't stunt the recovery. We made sure that families got the break that they needed.
Touched on housing with a stop to a Cleveland couple, an elderly couple that almost lost their home to a bad loan. He didn't touch on it in a way that affected many of the people that were here in this audience, and that is something that we're going to get into tonight at 11. Reporting live in Shaker Heights, John Kozik, News Channel 5.
Getting President Obama on the road is meant to draw attention away from the GOP campaign, where candidates are now focusing on the New Hampshire primary, minus Michelle Bachmann, who decided to end her presidential bid today. News Channel 5's Chris Flanagan joins us now. And Chris, just a few hours ago, you talked with our Republican analyst, Lee Weingart, about the president's trip to Ohio.
Lee, that's right. Lee Weingart says the president's trip here is a big statement about just how important Northeast Ohio is to the president's re-election. And there are tens of thousands of schools all across the United States. The president has now visited Shaker Heights High School twice in the past 2.5 years. Weingart says it is obvious that President Obama feels at home in Northeast Ohio, especially in Shaker Heights.
Shaker Heights is a sort of a model community, an integrated school system, an integrated community. He's comfortable in Shaker Heights. He's been here before. It's a Democratic community. He'll get a lot of cheers, not very many boos. So it's a good thing for Ohio. It's good for Cleveland, good for Shaker Heights. Smart move by the president to start his campaign in a winning territory.
And winning, of course, because President Obama carried Ohio back in 2008. Weingart says he assumes Mitt Romney will win the Republican nomination and face President Obama in November, and that we can expect a lot of visits by the nominees. And by the way, Weingart says he was at Shaker Heights High School for the president's speech today. Says he was probably the only Republican in attendance. Reporting live, I'm Chris Flanagan, News Channel 5.
Thank you, Chris. President Obama made another big statement today during the visit with his appointment of former Ohio Attorney General Richard Cordray as head of the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, despite the fact the Senate blocked the nomination. The Senate Republicans have nothing against Cordray but believe the Bureau has too much power. But the president says he's not taking no for an answer.
Now's the time to do everything we can to protect consumers, prevent financial crises like the one that we've been through from ever happening again. That starts with letting Richard do his job.
President Obama appointed Cordray during what the White House says is a congressional recess. But Senate Republicans have been holding sessions claiming they are not in recess. Republicans calling the president's move a power grab and say the courts will decide if the appointment is legal.